Hey guys, welcome back to Gardening Young. So today is week 11 of our garden tour series, and I am so excited to be back doing another garden tour today. A lot has been going on. Well, not a whole lot, but lots of things are going on, and I think that I'm going to take my harvesting basket along today to harvest a few things during this garden tour. So that'll be really cool because we haven't been able to do that in a garden tour yet. And I can't wait to do all those things with you. So without further ado, let's just hop right into this video. If you're new here, my name's Anna Grace and I grow in Zone 7B in my small backyard garden and just share here on YouTube my journey along the way. Throughout the season, I film a garden tour every Saturday and I'm so excited to show you. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you for being here. And let's just hop right into this garden tour. Starting here at our raised bed on stilts, we have two suckers actually that I rooted and now they're in the soil. This one I have been told if you just stick it in the soil it will grow roots. This one I actually started with water. That's how I started it, with water, and I rooted it in water. So this is kind of my test run. It's starting to come back a little bit at the top, so I think it'll make a comeback. But as you can see, it's kind of floppy, not doing too good. But this one is doing amazing. I didn't take note of what varieties these are, but I guess I know they're definitely cherry tomatoes. So we'll just figure it out whenever the tomatoes get here, right? Because I really want a full harvest of cherry tomatoes. So this is why I'm doing that. Then when you walk into the garden, we have our peppers, which look terrible, but don't worry, it's just they're knocked over a little bit. They need some support. They look really bad. I was hoping to get out here and stake them up before I shot this garden tour, but you know, it's okay, okay? Yeah, we all make mistakes. We don't get to stuff sometimes. So I'm going to stake these up, like literally probably today, after I shoot this, but I just didn't get it done today, or this week, I didn't get it done. So that's how the state of them are looking. But you can see I put sticks, because I live in a very woodsy area, as you can see. So I just go out and get sticks, and stake them up with this. You can see these two I have done that with. But you have your banana peppers here, which you can see we have a banana pepper literally almost ready to harvest, so that's super exciting. I'll probably be able to harvest that this week. And then we have a fish pepper, and then these two are bell peppers, so that's exciting. In this container I have cinnamon basil and thyme that is kind of doing bad, but the cinnamon basil is doing great. And then in our big bed we have black cream tomato, cherokee purple tomato, striped German tomato, and Roma tomatoes. Which, look at this Roma tomato. Not doing too good, and that's the top. So I might have to end up pulling that out. If you are new here, let me explain a few things. So I got contaminated compost this year, and it has been strongly affecting my my slicer tomatoes. Nothing else in my garden has really been affected except my slicer tomatoes, and they are kind of doing poorly, I'm gonna be honest, but I think they will still produce. The only ones I'm worried about are my Roma tomato. I think definitely is not gonna do anything. It's literally, I just showed you, it's literally blackening at the top. So I know that's not going to do anything. It's really looking terrible. But these other three I think will probably do something. So I'm just hoping to get a couple slicers out of it. For all my canning, we're really doing slicers from the farmer's market, so that isn't a huge deal. And it won't affect my canning at all. If I get any slicers, it'll just be for fresh eating probably. So that's kind of the update on that. But they're honestly doing pretty good other than the herbicide damage, except for that one Roma tomato. It's just all around really not doing great. So there's your little update on the slicer tomatoes. Then in our here in our back half, we have a lot of our flowers that are in the raised bed. So we have our early jalapeno pepper right here. We have our polar bear zinnia looking absolutely beautiful. It bloomed this week, and I mean, come on, breathtaking. Isn't that just gorgeous? So these are my zinnias. This is polar bear zinnia, but I looked back on one of my garden tours, and that is not it. This is not cactus zinnia. I don't know why I thought this was cactus zinnia for the longest time. But this variety, you can see here's the bloom. It's actually called Pink Senorita. I probably butchered that name, but it's like Senorita or Senorita or something. But it's I'll put it here on the screen. But that's the variety, and I thought it was cactus zinnia, and then I saw it bloom. I was like, oh. And I went and looked back, and it's Pink Senorita or whatever that thing is. And then over here we have our sunflower doing amazing, and it's starting to kind of get ahead, so that's super exciting. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we had a rainstorm last night. That is a lot of rain. That is a ton of rain. Look at that. That's almost 3 inches of rain. Crazy. Yeah, so if you don't know, we get a lot of rain here. Yeah, that's a big thing. Okay. Then in this in-ground bed, we have our cherry tomatoes. So we have these first two are sun golds, and here in the next couple of weeks, honestly, I think these cherry tomatoes are absolutely going to take off, because they all now all of them have baby cherry tomatoes, and we have one that has started to like put off some cherry tomatoes. So I think soon we're gonna start having a bunch of cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with all of them. But these first two are sun gold tomatoes. Then this other one, which again needs to be staked up, because that would be that one too. You can see it's just kind of following over. I have a stick up there. I just have to, like, you know, attach it. But this one is Berry's Crazy Cherry, and I've mentioned it before, but this variety is very unique because it grows in huge clusters. I mean, you can just see how big of clusters that is. Here's another one back here, just huge clusters. And the other thing that's funny about this variety, which I didn't realize could happen, is this. It's like a little deformed cherry tomato. Isn't that odd? That's funny. But this one honestly has done amazing. You can see another cluster, just super heavy clusters, and it just continues. Like, you can see there's more and more and more. So this one's obviously doing really good. And then we have our Berry's Crazy Cherry, which is one plant, you can see, but it's 2 liters, doing awesome. It also has some it also has some baby cherry tomatoes, doing great. And I don't know if I said the variety. This is Blue Cream Berry. I might have said Berry's Crazy Cherry. This is the Blue Cream Berry variety. Doing awesome. Then here on our arch trellis, we have our cucumbers doing awesome. These cucumbers actually I bought from the farmer's market as transplants because I could not get anything to sprout. So I had to buy some transplants from the farmer's market, and honestly, cucumbers do not do great transplanted, so I didn't know if these would do good or not. But honestly, they have taken off since I transplanted them. They're sending out little tendrils, which I'll show you in a minute, and honestly doing just amazing, attaching themselves to the trellis, and I think I'll get some good cucumbers off of this. So this is the Muncher variety. You can see they've sent off little tendrils, which are those things that connect them to the trellis, and they're honestly doing really, really good, which makes me super happy and just doing awesome. And I just noticed now I'm gonna need to add some more dirt to this bottom half because their roots are exposed, and I don't know how that happened. Probably runoff, just water just washing this area. Probably get some mulch, maybe some straw, and cover this area, or some more dirt. Then over here we have the beans, which actually do need to be picked. So that's one of the things I need to pick. And I'm gonna go do that real quick, is pick some beans. Because you can see, I like to pick them when they're young, but not this young. Let me see if I can find a bean. Oh, here we go. I like to pick them when they're about this size. The beans kind of bulging. They're a good, nice, long size. I like to pick them when they're this, but not much bigger than this, because maybe even a little bit smaller than this, but that's kind of what I like to go for. Really mature, but not too mature, because then you it's not really good. It just gets spongy whenever you let it go too long. And then it's hard to cook too, because it takes forever to cook. Okay, done harvesting. This is about a daily harvest, just a few beans a day, really, because it's not a huge space, but that's from these beans and this whole bed of beans. I get about these few a day, which if you add them up, you get enough for a meal, and probably like a week. But these are pole beans, which this is the Emirates pole beans on this trellis, and then in here we have bush beans, and this is a mix of Antigua bush beans and Burgundy bush beans. All doing pretty good. Not honestly doing amazing, but I've just been pretty happy with my harvest. So yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the big garden. Now let's go and look at the containers. Okay, so if you are new here, you will see all of my green stock tiers and stuff like taken down because we were sanding our deck. Actually, I think that I might keep the green stock over in this area because I really like it here because I can actually water it with my hose. My hose reaches over here, so I think I might like tier it back up, but I think I might keep it over in my garden area. I don't know where yet, but that was the plan. So let me know where I should put it, because in the comments down below if you guys have any ideas. Still deciding, but I really like it in this area. It makes it a lot easier to water, so that's kind of the plan. Now let me show you everything that's going on. Okay, so here in one of the tiers we have some lemon basil doing awesome, polka dot plant, we got a vinca vine over there, another vinca vine. I think it's funny how the whiteness, which I feel like it was whiter, maybe it wasn't, maybe it's just me, but I feel like this has gotten like more of a yellow tint to it. probably from the rain and stuff. But then we have our nasturtiums. I forget what variety this is. But this is like the variegated mix. I think it's the Alaska mix. That's what it is. And then we have another polka dot plant, That one's doing really, really good. But then over here we have a lettuce leaf basil doing good. Here in this container, we have some curled parsley doing good. We have a shishito pepper doing amazing. And I looked it up to figure out like when to harvest shishito peppers, and it says when they're 3 to 5 inches, and I haven't been able to measure them yet, but I'll probably harvest them like really soon, like either today or tomorrow. But they're doing awesome, so that makes me super happy. You can see how good these shishito peppers look, and it has more flowers, so that plant's doing great. We have more lemon basil, and then we have some marigolds doing great. In this tier we have 2 polka dot plants. Over here we have a dahlia doing good. Over here we have some marigolds, we have Genovese basil, more nasturtiums, and which I don't know the variety of because I did not keep that written down or whatever, so I don't know what that is. We'll just have to figure it out when it blooms. There's some more curled parsley, and then over there we have a vinca vine. So yeah, as you can see, I didn't keep record of these nasturtiums whenever I planted them from seed. So you should do that, especially if you have a YouTube channel and people want to know your varieties. Keep record of your varieties. I know it doesn't, sometimes it just doesn't happen. That's one of those cases where I just did not write it down, but try your best because it's so helpful. You will be genuinely surprised whenever you do what you're supposed to and write down the varieties. So there's your tip for the day. Then we got our one loner over here because they actually did move all the furniture back onto our deck. Here's our deck. And we have our hanging basket over there, which I'm not going to walk over there right now. But we have our one dahlia I wanted to show you. I don't know if this will do anything, honestly. It's kind of looking not that great. And it just kind of looks like a stick. So I don't know if it'll do anything. It might die back and do better next year or something, but I'm just kind of leaving it, see what it does. So yeah, that's kind of the update on that. And last but not least, we have our catmint. You can see just exploding. This is on my front porch, so that's going wild. And then over here we have another vinca vine doing amazing. We have a pink flower, which doesn't have a lot of blooms right now. And then we have our creeping Jenny, which is actually kind of dying out, and I don't know why exactly. You can see not doing too good. So I'm just kind of letting it go, seeing what it does. The vinca vine's doing great, and then the pink flower is doing pretty good. So, yep. So that is pretty much it for our week 11 garden tour. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, all those good things, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.